from Dell EMC World. I want to talk about the 5 key strategic elements that I would like to see this week and that I will report on this week at Dell EMC World. Number 1 is the integration of Dell's hyperconverged infrastructure with the overall VMware cloud stack. And that means that Dell EMC can deliver everything from the very, very bottom, storage, network, compute, and the virtualization of those elements, all the way to the top where there is managed containers as a service, where there is functions as a service, and of course platform as a service with Pivotal that just had its IPO. Point number 2, demonstrating the value of Open Manage. Open Manage for Enterprise is going to be part of the 14G Dell PowerEdge servers, and it's going to be inside of VxRail and VxRack, the converged infrastructure, hyperconverged infrastructure. So Open Manage for Enterprise is the key to turn pets into cattle and to resolve that issue that we all had with OpenStack, where the cloud layer nicely scaled, but at the end of the day, the underlying storage, network, compute infrastructure wasn't as elastic, as scalable as we all thought. So we were not really able to build a hyperscale cloud in our own data center. Open Manage for Enterprise has a lot of promise in that it is its own infrastructure as code layer for the server level to truly manage servers in a policy-driven way, and to, again, not make any exceptions and have a truly immutable infrastructure. Virtual Cloud Network, NSX needs its breakthrough. NSX is or has been tremendously successful in the number of customers acquired, however, not as successful in terms of how deep it's going with these customers. And there's a lot of pockets of NSX, or small pilots and prototypes, but we don't see this pervasive NSX intrusion into the enterprise where companies have their entire networks virtualized. And the reason for that is they don't have the experts to do this. Their network guys have other priorities at this point. So bringing NSX into the enterprise and using VxRail and the VMware cloud as a vehicle for that, so that they can tie together multiple public clouds with vSphere, is going to be, for the overall Dell Technologies company, absolutely critical. Number 4 is AI and machine learning for the masses. So we've seen a lot of announcements for this show where machine learning and AI was injected into Dell EMC infrastructure solutions to lower cost, to get better performance, to optimize end-user devices. So I'll blog about the individual components and how they all work and enhance the end-user experience. However, what we need to see is Dell EMC getting into the race of enabling the citizen developer. And the citizen developer is where really I would say where the victory in the whole AI race lies, and that means enabling the business guys who really know their processes to just go out and start experimenting with AI, because it's really not that hard, and give them the economics, give them the tools to get going on it. Number 5, and my last point, is the edge. Dell has interesting thin clients, interesting node laptops, a lot of interesting end-user computing out there, and that is an interesting advantage for the company to offer edge computing. And I'm kind of speculating here. I haven't heard anything specific, but computing on the edge where you use unused resources such as thin clients, such as CPU cycles on notebooks that are just in sleep mode, or other devices, point of sales at a supermarket, all kinds of things. We want to see some form of an edge strategy and edge breakthrough from Dell Technologies to leverage all that. So those were my 5 key strategic elements that I want to see here at Dell Technologies in Las Vegas.